What's up, ladies and gentlemen of the interweb? Today is December 3rd, 2018, which means it is the 17th anniversary of the Jak and Daxter series. And what do we do every single December? No matter what, we talk about games that are rumored to be coming, that are already confirmed to be coming, or that we would just like to see in the new year. So we're going to be kicking this off this year with Jak and Daxter, of course. So what are the odds of us seeing Jak 4 in 2019? What are the odds of us not seeing Jak 4 in 2019? We're going to start with the negative side. We probably won't see Jak 4 in 2019 just because it seems like Sony has kind of abandoned all of the things that actually made them popular. Like, look at the PlayStation Classic. That was an absolute disaster. And if Jak 4 was to happen, I would not want it under PlayStation's current administration. PlayStation's current administration has already proven to the world that they are incompetent. For those of you that don't know this or don't follow PlayStation, at the beginning of this year, they switched over to a new president. And ever since they switched over to the new president, that man has just been ruining PlayStation left and right. It's so bad that this holiday season so far, the Xbox has outsold PlayStation. That's how bad it's gotten under his administration. I don't expect him to last very long. But either way, if he's still there in 2019, I don't see us getting Jak 4. You know what I do see us getting? A Jak and Daxter mobile port of the little on-rail shooter from Jak 2 that everybody hates. That's more than likely what we're going to get if we get anything else from Jak. And you know what? It's not even going to be compatible with iOS 12. I can guarantee it. Why do I guarantee that? Because the Ratchet and Clank mobile game, which I very much enjoyed, is not compatible with any iOS past iOS 10. But if you're on Android, you can play it any way you like. So that's one of the reasons that I see for Jak 4 not happening or not being announced or teased or any way in 2019. But there is still some chances that it could be. I don't know if you guys follow the YouTubers such as Dreamcast Guy, Spawnwave, or any of the bigger gaming news channels on YouTube, but a lot of them have already talked that PlayStation still has 3 major PlayStation 4 games that have not been announced yet. And one of them very easily could be Jak 4. I mean, there is the rumor that The Last of Us Part 2 is going to be a PlayStation 5 launch title. So let's just say there was a small team, or maybe a completely different studio altogether, working on the Jak and Daxter 4. Could it be announced and be released right as the PlayStation 5 was coming out, be it, one last hoorah for the PlayStation 4? It's a possibility. It's a possibility. I don't think so, but it's still a possibility. What's more likely to happen with these 3 games is going to be a game nobody wants, Bloodborne 2, most likely one final Little Big Planet or maybe another Killzone or something. And then I believe the third one will probably just end up being something little and silly that they haven't exactly told us about, but we kind of know about, but we don't really know about. Like, I don't know, maybe some kind of remaster, like they hype up some kind of remaster again, such as what they're doing with Medieval or what they just recently did with Shadow of the Colossus, or even to a certain extent, Spyro the Reignited. So my final verdict on whether or not we're going to get Jak 4 in 2019 is it's up in the air. As always, it's up in the air. I would love to see Jak 4. What's most likely going to happen, because this happens every spring, early summer, we're going to get some kind of weird manipulative news type thing like last year, or early this year, with Josh Keaton, that maybe Jak 4 is happening again. And you know what? I'm going to talk about it if it happens. But most likely it'll be just like what happened this year. Nothing's going to turn out about it. Everyone's going to get their hopes up for nothing. So what exactly would end up happening though if Jak 4 did get announced? I think a Jak 4 announcement would honestly be the only thing that could save PlayStation at this point under the new administration. Because think about it, everything that's happened this year that's been good happened because of Andrew Houser. God of War, although it really is just a circle jerk. It's like Sea of Thieves. Sea of Thieves wasn't a good game, but diehard Xbox fans think it's a good game. God of War is not that great, but diehard PlayStation fans think it's great. And then there was Spider-Man, which was definitely PlayStation's Game of the Year this year, which was an absolute phenomenal game. But regardless of personal opinion, both of those games sold phenomenally and was a console pusher this year. Although Spider-Man did push infinite more amounts than God of War did, and that's evident with the holiday bundles. So I don't know what exactly could save the new president from being a failure under PlayStation, other than the fact that they could give a Jack 4 announcement or some kind of Sly Cooper, Ratchet and Clank or something. But this video is about Jack, because think about it this way too, of all the things that guy's messed up this year. Crossplay, he ruined it. He barely listened to people right towards the end of the summer. PlayStation Classic absolutely ruined it. PlayStation Games Plus absolutely ruined it. PlayStation Online, there's been so many more stuff ruined under him that they've changed this year than ever before. And just in general, with the PlayStation 4 redesigns and the PlayStation 4 Pro getting like a huge axe, like most people bought a PlayStation 4 Pro when it came out because they wanted the 4K HDR, although it is not capable of 4K. It's capable of HDR, but it's not capable of 4K. But what happened? They released a PlayStation 4 Slim that is everything the PlayStation 4 Pro has. The PlayStation 4 Slim is just the PlayStation 4 Pro in a skinnier body. That is literally it. There is no difference. And it's almost $150 cheaper than the PlayStation 4 Pro. That is another huge, I mean, it's great if you haven't bought a Pro yet, but if you already bought a Pro or you don't like look into these tech specs, that is a huge slap in the face for what, PlayStation fans have came to expect. And if what these rumors are true, going into PlayStation 5 being extremely underpowered and not having a disk drive, that's going to, spell out failure. Like, I understand digital gaming is becoming bigger, but if you're going to have a console that's not going to have a disk drive and it's still going to be less powerful than the Xbox One X, which has a disk drive, you better at least be competent enough to put enough power in it to make it, something crazy. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be that. It seems like it's just going to be another PlayStation 3 situation, and Xbox is going to be the one with physical media, and so will Nintendo, and hop to the do. You know what's going to happen? I'll tell you what's going to happen, Marty. I will tell you right now. PlayStation is going to fall back into PlayStation 2006. That is exactly what's going to happen if they don't get rid of the current president and change the direction PlayStation is going in right now. And this video's been all over the place. It began about Jack 4 and my expectations for 2019, whether or not we could see it or not, and now I'm complaining about the president of PlayStation. But with that being said, I'm going to end this right here. Try not to die, and I will see you in the next video.